Why'd you try to go out the back door? Why'd you try to go out?
My mom's on the way to pick me up to take me over here, and I just wanted to avoid all this and just get it taken care of.
Tulsa police and federal agents are taking care of it themselves. They are working together to track down convicted sex offenders who are not compliant with state and federal laws. During a two-day sweep, authorities arrested 11 of their 25 targets. New at 9 and a TV News exclusive, Fox 23's Abby Alford joins the sweep. Shows us why some sex offenders are not where they say they are, Abby.
Well, Clay, we were here at Sandy Park Apartments in West Tulsa where police arrested a sex offender who was convicted in Arizona. Now, police tell me he's been living in Tulsa for at least a year, and police and neighbors had no idea until they got a tip.
Tulsa police.
They could be your neighbor and you never know it.
When you have 200 plus sex offenders living in Tulsa and we have no idea where they're at, then you can't teach your kids that the next door neighbor's a registered sex offender out of Florida. We just didn't know he was here.
22 years ago, this 39-year-old man now living in Tulsa was convicted of molesting a child in Arizona.
Richard Ward, child fondling in Florence, Arizona in 1988.
A Crime Stoppers tip led police to his mother's house in West Tulsa.
We need to see him. Well, he hasn't registered, so we need to see him and get him registered.
His mother tells them her son is living at the Sandy Park Apartments. While Richard Ward tries to escape out the back door.
He's in custody. He's coming out the back door.
1015 from Sandy Park to Detective Division.
Me and my wife was talking before she went to work about I have to get down there and get this taken care of.
Were you on your way?
Yeah, I swear to God I was.
An Arizona court clerk says Ward was 17 when he was sentenced to 5 years probation for attempted child molestation and dangerous crimes against children. At the time, Arizona law didn't require him to register as a sex offender. But in Oklahoma, the laws are much tougher.
They may have fulfilled their obligation to register in another state, but in Oklahoma, you have to register.
As a sex offender for life. Officers also questioned 26-year-old Christopher Williamson. 6 years ago, he solicited a minor in Kansas, and he moved here without telling police. And so did Tony Nelson, who police believe moved from Mississippi to Tulsa after being convicted of sexual assault.
There's several that are registered and up to date in other states, but they're living here, but they're maintaining that registration in another state. So they can live here free and clear, no one knowing that they're a sex offender.
But with sweeps like this, they're letting sex offenders know in Oklahoma they can't hide forever.
Is to let the public know we're out looking and to let the sex offenders know we're out looking.
And for out-of-state sex offenders, if they fail to register with local police, it is considered a violation of the Adam Walsh Act, and that could be federal charges could be filed. Now, convicted sex offenders have 3 days to register with police if they move to Oklahoma. Same deal with sex offenders in Oklahoma who move within their local jurisdiction. Coming up on Fox 23 News at 10, learn more from police on knowing if a sex offender lives near you. Reporting live in West Tulsa, I'm Abby Alford, Fox 23 News.
Abby, thank you. The U.S. Department of Justice reports more than half of the victims of sexual assault are under 18. Stats show 1 in 4 women and 1 in 6 men will be abused, most often by someone they know.